Hello, my name is Ronaldo Villeda. I am 23 years old. I am the Advocacy and Community Organizer for the Anti-Recidivism Coalition, co-founder of Underground Grit in Orange County, and a youth leader amongst the Los Angeles Youth Uprising Coalition. At 17, I was arrested for the first time, and I was told that I was facing life in prison. At 17, being a young boy, I couldn't fathom or wrap my head around what that meant. The reason I'm here today and I am sharing my experiences with you is due to Prop 57. Prop 57 instilled hope in my peers and I and gave me a second chance at life. I have been advocating for as long as I can remember, even before I knew what the meaning of the word was.
So, how do you define visionary, and what is visionary about your work with Layup?
I define visionary as someone who is not afraid to stand up for what they believe in, someone who is determined to overcome adversity despite all odds being stacked against them, someone who fights for what is right, someone who speaks for those who cannot speak for themselves, and someone who's not afraid to go against the grain and disrupt the status quo. I believe that the work we're doing within Layup is the living embodiment of this. We show up, we do the work, despite all the barriers and all the obstacles in our way. We find ways to overcome them together, and ultimately what we're doing is we're changing the way that youth are viewed. We're shifting the narrative, we're changing hearts and minds, and we're putting a face to the statistics. We're humanizing the youth in our system.
The purpose of this event is for people to express themselves through art and about social justice. So I wrote a piece. It talks about poverty in our community. It talks about brutalization by the police. It talks about the missing fathers and a lot of different stuff that I personally experienced in our community, and it's talking about what I've been through. So, no further ado, I'm gonna perform this piece. The name of the piece is called "No Love in the Ghetto No More." Oh, and it's a reggae song, so if some of y'all don't understand, just know it's pure love. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. No for them no office see we reach. Me a walk with the Lord and my skin no bleach. How the youth no for rap and the youth no eat. Him no have no daddy so him roam the street. Me say me pray for the kids and the youths them. The system use and abuse them. Babylon a sit to them hungry and Babylon a shoot them. That's why me walk with the Lord and me nah beg no new friend. Jaja me only true friend. And where the love gone, no loving and the ghetto no more. No loving and they get to no more. No loving and they get to no more. Intelligent youth behind a steel bar door. No loving and they get to no more. No loving and they get to no more. No loving and they get to no more. We see enough of them a try hold we down. We keep a smile on we face, we not go wear no frown. And way up in the sky, we not go touch the ground. I'm in born as a king, me I go wear my crown. We say me pray for the kids and the children. Youth want eat no food in our kitchen. Me put the blame on the daddies them are missing. Youth want a better life, and no want go to prison. And mama go pray, say him no become no gunman. No say she rise up a righteous young man. Many days she no know where the next meal a come from. And where the love gone, no loving and they get to no more. No loving and they get to no more. Intelligent youth behind a steel bar door. No loving and they get to no more. No loving and they get to no more. Say where the love gone, no loving and they get to no more. No loving and they get to no more.
Okay. What are your core values that drive your work with Layup?
My core values in this work is this is my duty. This is my purpose. For all the peers that I met while I was inside, for all of those that I left behind, I really am never going to stop doing this work until I free our future. And, my core values in this work are those of just, tenacity and love and compassion and gratitude. And really for me, this is the way of life for me. This is the only way I can see myself living, Cannot stop, and I will not stop until all of my peers are free.
Because I'm too nice. I got the looks like I gangbang, but when I talk I sound too white. But that was just to cover here some insight. I've always used the pen but never been inside. And in school I got straight A's, but I love to fist fight. And I bounced around group homes cause I didn't fit right. I would sleep all day and wake at midnight, and that's just to sneak out, cause last night I packed my things up and now I'm about to get out. And soap was in my diet cause I had a bad mouth. And in my head I have it right if I don't get the words out. So when I paint my pictures, then it all works out. I would rather sell dope than gang bang. I would rather punch you than let that thing bang. But some view it as the same thing. So how can I maintain when viruses are always attacking my mainframe? So the image you see is just with those pain. How I met a kid with my same name and he had Down syndrome, but you could crush his dreams and his smile wouldn't change. But if you step on my shoes, I attack you in the race like I belong in a cage. And this is not talking MMA. I'm talking reckless, like keep me on chains, like maybe relive the slaves. But when I feel like that, I just put it all on the stage. Shit, the pieces that I made up, the feelings that's on the page, so here's my feelings laid. I'm Jonah.
So, what will be different as a result of your work with Layup?
I think what's going to be different as a result of my work in Layup is, we're creating a platform, we're creating a space, a safe haven, if you will, for youth to be vulnerable, for youth to use their lived experience to bring about meaningful change. This work is hard work, it's high level work. And, Layup has been the conduit for me. It has been the way that I have been able to turn my experiences in the system into something meaningful, into something that's heartfelt. And I really do think that what we're doing within Layup is the living embodiment of what it means to invest in youth. It's the living embodiment of youth development. And ultimately, Layup is, for me, it's my home. It's where I can be myself. And, I will not stop, and I cannot stop until we create an infrastructure that allows all youth to have access to these resources, access to these tools. It is healing. It is therapeutic. For me, this is my therapy. This is how I overcome the trauma. This is how I take it on, head first. Because I have my support system. I have my peers. I have people around me who care about me, who love me, who see my worth. And that's all I've ever wanted since I was a kid. And that's really why I think me doing this work through Layup, why it's going to be different. Because this has never been done before. And I believe we're at the forefront of this movement. And I really do think that this is going to be something that other people can look at and recreate, and something that can be used as evidence, as real life evidence to what it means to believe in youth, to believe in me, and to believe in my peers. Thank you.
Thug life is what one man believed. Thug life is what every hood boy hopes to achieve. Thug life's the moment you knew life was tough, but made certain decisions just to land you in cuffs. All eyes on me, and that quote is not a bluff. The system labels weak, but my demeanor reads tough. You said you want to know just how I'm living. Don't want me in the prison. You said the road I'm headed lead us straight into collision. They want to pay attention. They locking us, steady popping us. We drop like flies and they conquer us. He said he was foreseeing that I would be the man. To get up out the hood, you gotta come and grab my hand. He said, I'm preaching to you, but you do not understand. I'm telling you the things that they ain't wanna tell me. Cause they're giving us these guns and we kill amongst each other. And they're giving us this crack and hope addiction for our mothers. They say you can hug the streets, but see the streets will never love you. In the end of it, only really God can judge you. Thug life is what one man believed. Thug life is what every hood boy hopes to achieve. Thug life's the moment you knew life was tough, but made certain decisions just to land you in cuffs. All eyes on me, and that quote is not a bluff. The system labels weak, but my demeanor reads tough. Thank you.
In the sky when I go touch the ground, I remember another king, me I go wear my crown. We say me pray for the kids and the children. Youth want eat no food in my kitchen. Me put the blame on the daddies them are missing. Youth want a better life and no want to go to prison. And mama go pray say him no become no gunman. No say she rise up a righteous young man. Many days she don't know where the next meal I come from. And where the love gone, no loving and they get to no more. No loving and they get to no more. Intelligent youth there and I steal by a door. No loving and they get to no more. No loving and they get to no more. Say, where the love gone? No loving and they get to no more. No loving and they get to no more.